Today, we've got some wild, fun, and totally futuristic stories. From space food to self-cleaning sneakers.
You won't want to miss this episode of KMNH.
Welcome to KMNH, kids making the news happen.
Happen Studios turns 27 on May 11th from 4 to 7 o'clock. Come by to enjoy some ice cream and cake.
We all love watching the Olympic Games, but let's be honest, if animals could compete, would humans even make the podium? Track and field, the fastest human ever, Usain Bolt, hit about 27 miles per hour. A cheetah runs 70. That's not a race, that's lunch.
Long jump? Olympic athletes soar nearly 30 feet, but kangaroos can jump over 20 feet over and over like it's leg day every day. And swimming? Even the most decorated Olympian, Michael Phelps, would have trouble keeping up with a dolphin. Dolphins are basically built like underwater rockets.
Now, let's talk strength. A silverback gorilla can lift over 1,700 pounds. That's like picking up a small car. Human weightlifters are incredible, but they are not lifting sedans.
High dive? Peregrine falcons drop at over 200 miles per hour. Judges would need binoculars just to see them. So, here's the medal count. Speed? Animals. Strength? Animals. And swimming? You probably guessed it, it's animals.
But strategy, teamwork, and inventing the Olympics in the first place, humans take that gold. Animals might dominate the events, but humans built the stadium, designed the medals, and turned competition into a worldwide celebration.
Final score? Animals win the muscle, but humans win the mind. And honestly, we should probably be glad that gorillas don't compete in the games with us.
Today, we're talking about two lesser-known Olympic sports. Let's check them out. First, the biathlon, a mix of cross-country skiing and shooting. Now, if you don't know what cross-country skiing is, it's exactly what it sounds like. Cross-country skiing, kind of like cross-country running, but on skis. So basically what you do is you cross-country ski around a mountain. Then you stop, you grab your gun, and you shoot at targets. You keep doing that for a while, so somebody wins. And now, mixed team skeleton. Mixed team skeletons are one of the only events in the Olympics with a man and a woman on the same team. That's what's called mixed team. And they're from the same country doing skeleton. Now, for those who don't know what skeleton is, it's like luge and bobsled. But instead of going like this, you're going like this head first. It's very scary. You're going very fast. So, those are two lesser-known Olympic sports. Do you know any lesser-known Olympic sports? Drop them down in the comments for me. Bye!
If the Olympics were held in space, what would athletes eat? Astronauts aboard the International Space Station survive on meals specifically designed for zero gravity. Bread is out and tortillas are in, because crumbs could float into equipment and cause big problems. Most meals are freeze-dried or vacuum-packed. Scientists start the process months before launch, moving water from fruits, veggies, and even ice cream, so it lasts in orbit. To eat, astronauts just add water to rehydrate. Some meals can be heated in a small onboard oven, but hot meals are limited.
That's a lot of planning just for every single bite.
A typical mission carries 8,000 to 10,000 pounds of food, including rare, fresh fruits and veggies delivered by cargo rockets. Astronauts call these treats space candy. Nutrition is critical. Zero gravity changes how the body burns calories, and astronauts can lose weight if they don't eat enough. Every meal is packed with protein, vitamins, and minerals to keep muscles, bones, and energy levels strong. NASA is even experimenting with growing plants in orbit, from radishes to lettuce, so astronauts could one day enjoy a salad grown entirely in space. Whether they're floating through a spacewalk or doing experiments, astronauts need nutrition in order to stay healthy and energized, and yes, even to enjoy freeze-dried ice cream.
Speaking of amazing things, get ready Northside and beyond. Happens Eggstravaganza is back on Saturday, April 4th. We've got 50 dozen biodegradable eggs ready for decorating. Each kid gets 6 eggs, and our stations are packed with every wild and wacky way to decorate, with traditional dyes, glitter, feathers, and more. Leave the mess and stress to happen and make it a free family tradition. No reservations. It's first come, first serve at the Happen Studio from 9 a.m. to noon. Then at 1 p.m., Grab your camera and head down to the Happen Outside garden for free pictures with the Easter Bunny. Bring your own camera and snap a memory that you'll never forget. The big excitement begins at 2 p.m. with 4 age-appropriate Easter egg hunts. We've hidden 4,000 candy-stuffed eggs for kids under 12, and all children must be accompanied by an adult.
Sounds like fun for the whole family.
Absolutely. Create, celebrate, hunt, and make memories at Happen's Eggstravaganza, a free, fun-filled Happen family tradition for everyone on Saturday, April 4th. Don't miss it.
Imagine drinking from a water bottle that you can also eat. Scientists are experimenting with edible water bottles made from a seaweed-like material called spherification gel. These little water bubbles could help reduce plastic waste because instead of tossing a bottle, you just pop it in your mouth. Some versions even taste like fruit, making hydration fun. Some schools and events are testing these edible water balls. They're safe, biodegradable, and could be a game changer for sports events, festivals, or even space travel.
Snackable and eco-friendly? That's awesome.
So next time you take a sip, think, could you have eaten your bottle instead? Science says yes, and it's totally snackable.
You think that's wild? Imagine eating chocolate that actually glows. Scientists have discovered special bioluminescent compounds from mushrooms and algae that could someday make candy shine in the dark. It can make birthday parties, Halloween, or even midnight snacks extra magical. And don't worry, it's safe to eat, biodegradable, and totally Instagram worthy. Next time you bite into a candy bar, imagine the lights turning off. Dessert just got futuristic.
And finally, imagine having never to scrub your sneakers again. Scientists are developing sneakers that repel mud, dirt, and even water using nanoparticles. These microscopic particles coat the shoe's surface, making liquids slide off and stopping dirt from sticking, like magic. You could walk through puddles, kick sand at the beach, or hike through muddy trails, and your shoes would stay sparkling clean. Some designs even clean themselves when exposed to sunlight or air, so soap and water might become optional. Sneaker companies are testing prototypes, and these futuristic kicks could hit stores in the next few years.
So the next time you step outside, imagine striding through mud, puddles, or even sand, and stepping out like they're brand new. Science says it's possible, and you might get sneakers that have superpowers.
That's all for this edition of KMNH, Northside and beyond.
If you loved these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next fun-filled adventure.
Keep making the news happen, and we'll see you next time.